very warm welcome to Let's Get It On with me, Suzanne Letting. Each week we're going to be listening to brand new releases from artists all over the globe. So now's the time to grab that cup of tea, that cup of coffee, or even a glass of wine as we get lost in some fabulous music.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Well, hello and good evening and welcome to your Saturday night with me, Suzanne Letting, here on Let's Get It On. Gosh, I am hot off the heels of our Saturday. Last week we did the live broadcasting at Here Comes the Sun Stews Festival, and guess what? They smashed their target of raising £5,000 and it's still ongoing. So there's still more golden tickets to be had. So if you want any, I think today, Saturday, is the closing date. Just go over to Here Comes the Sun Stews Festival, see if you can grab one of those golden tickets for a brilliant weekend away. Now then, I have got a bumper show for you tonight. I've had loads of submissions, but I tell you what, we're going to kick off with Bending Grid and Power Rob. This is Mr. Right.
To ease my passion, some stimulation, and from the bar, a long game trouble, baby, a sweet seduction with a hint of vengeance. I can't dance and we'll get up on that floor, but too late, I thought I gone. Such a nervous feeling, I must be dreaming. I play cool and she doesn't what to do, but who knew that I'd fall in love with the nervous feeling? I must be dreaming. Don't you know that I ain't your Mr. Right? When you call me baby, don't you know that I ain't your big surprise? But you drive me crazy tonight. It's 3 a.m. She says it's not too late. I got a sneaky feeling that you never leave me. She pressures me so perfectly. Got a nasty habit like some voodoo magic. I can't dance and we'll get up on that floor, but too late, I thought I gone. Such a nervous feeling, I must be dreaming. I play cool when she doesn't what to do, but who knew that I'd fall in love with the nervous feeling? I must be dreaming. Don't you know that I ain't your Mr. Right? When you call me baby, don't you know that I ain't your big surprise? But you drive me crazy tonight.
bending grid there, coupling up with Power Rob with Mr. Right. Two great artists collaborating together, and I think you'll agree that was a brilliant track to set us off. Well, now we're going to go over to Hollywood Brown. He is going to give us Run With Us. Hollywood Brown there with Run With Us, which was a forgotten 80s gem of a tune, originally by Lisa Lougheed. Now, what a brilliant job he's done of that too. Well, how am I going to follow that up? Well, none other than our wonderful Fons Tramontano and Khalida J. This is Our Town. Fons Tramontano there with Khalida J. That was Our Town, and I'm following that up with Positronic. They are back with us with a brilliant track. This is Gravity.
The stars above, but none shine like you. Moments like supernovas.
Positronic means what it sounds like, positive electronic, and it is the creation of Michael L. McDonald. Michael has been creating electronic synth pop music since 1988 and is from the Inland Empire in Southern California. His love for synth music started from listening to bands like OMD, Erasure, Depeche Mode and the Pet Shop Boys. The first Positronic album was released in January 2019. Now you can find him on Spotify, you can also find him on Facebook, and I think you can agree with me that these first few tracks are definitely ones to go onto the Beastie tracks, which I've set up on Spotify, which means all the artists that you're listening to tonight, they'll be in one big playlist for you. So if you're on a long journey, you're in the plane or you're in the train, you can listen and tune in again to all of these artists with nobody chatting in between. Now, I'm going to follow that up with Milo. He's back with us with a brilliant new track called Midnight People.
The city of golden hope, the day belongs to the lost souls. It's a different world after sunset. These nights belong to us, we feel the dark soul. Feeling home with the darkness, then the blinding lights of the day. The city comes alive in the dark nights. Come the hunters during the day. Midnight people, wondering why we come in at night. 'Cause the night lets us be who we are. Even in darkness there's light. Midnight people, wondering why we come in at night. Let's us be who we are. Midnight people, it's who we are. It's who we are. Someone new, it's your first night. Standing out from the herd, she says, I don't think I belong here. Well, everyone feels that way at first. Feel at home with the darkness, then the blinding lights of the day. The city comes alive in the dark nights. Become the hunters during the day. Midnight people, wondering why we come in at night. Let's us be who we are. Even in darkness there's light. Midnight people, wondering why we come in at night. 'Cause the night lets us be who we are. Midnight people, midnight people.
Midnight People there from Milo. Next up is Cosmic Kiss. This is She Dances Through the Night. And I'll tell you a little bit about Cosmic Kiss when we come back.
inside of her head. Heartbeat racing and time to blur. In the moment she doesn't feel so hurt. She got no plans, just a rhythm and a spark. Like a comet she's damming right through the dark. Underneath the stars she's free, a silhouette of destiny. No need for words, no need for dreams, 'cause in a world it's all she needs. Oh, she gives herself to me. She leaves it all behind. She lets herself believe when she dances through the night. When she dances through the night. When she dances through the night. Those books down an empty street, reflections falling right on her feet. Strobe lights flicker, chasing grace. She's untouchable in this space. Heartbeat racing in time to blur. In the moment she doesn't feel so hurt. She got no plans, just a rhythm and a spark. Like a comet she's damming right through the dark. Underneath the stars she's free, a silhouette of destiny. No need for words, no need for dreams, 'cause in a world it's all she needs. Oh, she gives herself to me. She leaves it all behind. She lets herself believe when she dances through the night. Oh, she gives herself to me. She leaves it all behind. And she lets herself believe when she dances through the night. She dances through the night. She dances. Oh, she gives herself to me. She leaves it all behind. She lets herself believe when she dances through the night. Oh, she gives herself to me. She leaves it all behind. And she lets herself believe when she dances through the night. Oh, she gives herself to me. She leaves it all behind. And she lets herself believe when she dances through the night. Oh, she gives herself to me. She leaves it all behind. And she lets herself believe when she dances through the night. She dances through the night.
Cosmic Kiss there with She Dances Through the Night. Now, they haven't got many followers on Spotify, so I think we can change that, don't you? But the earliest music that you can find from them is going back to 2021, so a new artist for you. Following them, I've got a new track from Split Vision. This is Fall of Masses.
Looking through the glasses, watching fall of the masses. Sight is distorted, the news are sorted. How can we control directions of a whole? Say the brain of you
Division with Fall of Masses. The last track for set one, because we're racing through tonight's show, is a great track from a Canadian synth pop band whose debut Primitive Creatures in 2017 charted in Japan, the UK and across Canada. It is none other than Canada's Church of Trees, and they kick off their new album Thief of Joy with the release of Say No to Liars, a song mixed by David Bowie's producer bandleader Mark Platy. So here it is, Say No to the Liars by Church of Trees. Church of Trees there with Say No to the Liars, and I think that's what we should all do. I don't know what's going on in the world at the moment, do you? But everywhere we look, we just don't seem to be getting to the nub of the truth, do we? And you don't know what to believe. Lots of false media out there, and I think it's probably best to just keep your head down and carry on like we are tonight. Now then, we are heading into set 2. I have a new artist for you, and one who may possibly be doing a new show for us. Now this track is full-bodied, cinematic, orchestrated piece of music which you need to listen to all of the elements. You know, when I say to you, really listen, just listen to all the elements in here. This is Len Vandenberg. Now this is Cosmic Dance. Len doesn't have any followers, no followers on Spotify, and I really don't get that, because his pieces of music worthy of cinema or film or television, and you can tell that he labours over these tracks because the production is first class. The musical elements that he's pulled into these tracks are also first class. So I want you to listen to this, because hopefully Len is going to join us with a different show, more cinematic music for you and full-bodied, and I am definitely adding this one to my Beastie Tracks playlist on Spotify, because I don't know about you, sometimes you need palette changes within your music that you're listening to. Music that provokes you, gives you a thought or a feeling, or transports you to another place and time. And that's what I think Cosmic Dance does. So just have a listen to this. Welcome to the family. That was Len Vandenberg with Cosmic Dance. There's quite a few on Spotify, and I've got a few more tracks from Len to share with you over the coming weeks. Next up is new artist for you. This is Saturday AM with Give You Up.
Zero doubts about this game. 14 years and nothing's changed. Promises we made reverberate. Photographs and stories tell a legend I remember well. A final chapter to be written still. I can never give you up with the heart so cold. Forever hold on to the night. I can never give you up with the heart so cold. Forever hold on to the night. The ghost of you still haunts these walls. In the quietness I hear you call. The mystery of you remains unsolved. That we could have seen, and everything we could have been, if it were only me instead of him. I can never give you up with the heart so cold. Forever hold on to the night. I can never give you up with the heart so cold. Forever hold on to the night. Tonight we made a promise. The sunrise shining on us. Together forever hold on to the night. Forever hold on to the night. I can never give you up with the heart so cold. Forever hold on to the night. I can never give you up with the heart so cold. Forever hold on to the night. I can never give you up with the heart so cold. Forever hold on to the night. I can never give you up with the heart so cold. Forever hold on to the night.
That was Saturday AM with Give You Up. Saturday AM is Matt Freeland and Aaron Boyd. I don't know whether that bit at the end there was meant to be in the track, but I've left it in its entirety, and you'll find them on Spotify, but you'll also find them on Instagram. They are not on Facebook as far as I'm aware. Nation Stole My Robots featuring Neat Nilsson is next with Digital Twin.
Test our dreams on trials on a digital safety net. safer way? Have we been betrayed? Have we let AI dig our own graves? Now here we stand between the digital and real, between the code and soul. Do we command or are we slaves? Where once we sought out a safer way, have we been betrayed? Have we let AI dig our own graves?
More than human rules, your core predicts the choices you ignore. It shapes the world you think is free, and age of code with no bars we can see.
Nation Stole My Robots there, featuring Neat Nielsen with Digital Twin, and that's what I need. I need a digital twin for YouTube or an alternative. Now then, as you know, the station is run by volunteers. None of us get paid. We all do what we do because we passionately believe in what we do. If you like the show, please go over to buymeacoffee.com and you can find me, Suzanne Letting, and pop me in a little contribution. And I'll tell you why. On Saturday I spent 12 hours on my feet filming for our live recording of Here Comes the Sun Stews Festival, and I tell you, I got some brilliant footage of people attending, really enjoying it. And we were streaming on Mixcloud Live as well as broadcasting on the radio, and we were going out on YouTube hoping that YouTube would record the footage for us to then edit and share afterwards. And do you know what? They took us off because a DJ in the day played a track which got flagged up on YouTube, and they just cut us off in our prime, and then they deleted everything that we'd recorded that day. I can't tell you how disappointing that was. 30 odd degrees heat, filming all day, 12 hours, and YouTube do that to us at the end. So we need to find another platform that will record footage like that for us when we do a live broadcasting. But unfortunately, they all cost money. So if you want to contribute, you want to help, or give me a shout out of any platforms that you use that we can record footage like that when we do our live recordings. Mick Bannister, our technical guy, is absolutely brilliant at streamlining and automating everything that we do. So we will be able to look at it and research it and see whether or not that is going to be great for us. Now then, the next artist I'm going to share with you, I'm a little confused because the artist on Spotify is VYNK. However, when I look at Facebook and the track is labelled VNYK. So I don't know whether it's VYNK or VNYK. Such is the radio DJ's dilemma, you know, when we get tracks sent in to us. And I've just had a little look at Instagram, and it definitely is VNYK official, but it is definitely on Spotify as VYNK. Anyway, this is VNYK's track. Yeah, this is the electro version, and VNYK is an electronic music producer from New Delhi in India.
One, two, three.
Yeah, that was from VNYK. I'm going to say VNYK because I think that's the right name. Next up is Graphlix is back with us. This is from the Rogue singles. This is the track called Arcadia. We're going to get a little bit hotter now. That was Graflex from the Rogue Singles album Arcadia. Now Julian Marsh is up next. He's been sweltering in 100 degrees. Now I can't remember whether it's Fahrenheit or centigrade, so you'll have to decide that. But we've all been sweltering in the lovely heat that we've had. I think we can say 2025. We actually have had a summer, haven't we? Well, this is Julian's track, Love Has to Rise. This is the Disco House Radio Mix. Julian Marsh there with Love Has to Rise. I hope you're enjoying the different blend of musical styles that I give you on my show. I love listening to them all, and I tell you, this week I've had a bumper submission pack. I hope I can get them all on to you. I don't know how long we are at the minute, but I think I better crack on with set 2. Next up is a new artist, which I don't think we've played before. This is Dat Part and Von Kaiser with Spin Me Wild.
dizzy dance, a sweet ballet. Take the night and spin away. Shake the ground under my feet. Feel the rhythm, feel the beat. Chase the spark, don't let it hide. Catch the fire deep inside. Spin me wide, ride the wave, don't break the tide. Over and over, let it flow. Spin me wild, don't let go. Spin me wide, ride the wave, don't break the tide. Over and over, let it flow. Spin me wild, don't let go. Turn the moon into a groove. Let the stars pick up the move. Sky's a record, drop the track. Spin it forward, bring it back. Faster, stronger, pull me in. Don't need reason to begin. Dizzy hearts and orbits glow. Round and round we'll always go. Spin me wide, ride the wave, don't break the tide. Over and over, let it flow. Spin me wild, don't let go. Spin me wide, ride the wave, don't break the tide. Over and over, let it flow. Spin me wild, don't let go.
That was Dat Part, Michigan-based DJ and producer Dat Part, the EDM alias of Ronnie Licker, officially launched in early 2022, building upon Ronnie's 30 years of musical experience. That was a partnership with Von Kaiser, Spin Me Wild. Now then, Amy Rowbottom is coming up next because she's going to take us nicely into set 3, which, as you know, is the Palette Changers, the opportunity for other artists from other genres to have their music on the show as well. So Amy is going to launch us into set 3 with Cyber Match.
A snake down a ladder in a solitaire world. Dazzle thoughts, throwing dice. I'll be a fruity showgirl in this candy arena. There's free hearts going round. Do you want a shadow, honey? A full color showdown. Shooting colorful adventures. Explore with me now till the sun goes down, down, down. in 1920 cabaret, the champagne flows. Texas Hold'em cats are close. It's an underground show. Gonna get me some of this and get me some of that. Call it what you want and be my cyber match, cyber match, cyber match. Will you be my cyber match? Yeah, 1920 cabaret, the champagne flows. Texas Hold'em cats are close. It's an underground show. Gonna get me some of this and get me some of that. Call it what you want and be my cyber match, cyber match, cyber match. Will you be my cyber match? Yeah, I'm gonna keep on dancing. I'm gonna keep on dancing. I'm gonna keep on dancing. Cyber match.
You're listening to Spectrum on Air, the colourful voice of radio. Broadcasting live on SpectrumOnAir.com, Get Me Radio and Mixcloud Live. And never fear, if you've missed your favourite programme, just find our Listen Again service on Mixcloud.com. Spectrum on Air, putting the colour back into radio.
Thank you, the wonderful Mr. Steve Blacknell there, who, as you know, has got a new book out on the 9th of July. It's very soon, it's coming round. I'm actually going to the book launch on the 15th, Tales from the Bedroom Wall. Now, Steve is telling you all about his journey into the business that we call show. It's warts and alls, kind of escapades that he's got up to, life's highs and lows, and obviously where he is at the moment. And I think that's going to be a fantastic read. I remember Steve on Top of the Pops many, many years ago, and you probably all do too. And it's great that he's still keeping in contact and he's still doing some great things. So Steve, I look forward to seeing you very soon. Pens and pencils at the ready, guys and girls, because we've got a new artist for you to get to know. The Vision, 5 guys from Essex who, as a band, have a varied background and experience ranging from live acoustic sets to full band arena tours as support acts to some well-known artists. This is The Vision, and this is their new track, Feels Like Summer.
We're at a party and the music's on. There's a room full of people, but it's like we're alone. Talk to nobody, just you and me. The lights are turned right down, but I can clearly see it's like we're driving on the motorway. We're in the fast lane, and it's where we'll stay. You get one life, so don't make it suck. Just live it like you don't really give a. And don't ask if I'm okay, 'cause you know what I'm gonna say. You know it feels like summer as we raise our glass under the sun. When we dance with each other, don't you know that our hearts beat together as one? Yeah, it feels like summer as the temperature soars right through our soul, like we're playing with fire. Don't you know that I lose all my self-control? The drinks keep flowing, yeah, that I won't up. My heart is racing fast, and I feel so drunk on life, drinking a cocktail of what life can throw. Tomorrow is uncertain, that is one thing you know, everyone's staring, and the pressure's on. Well, life can be much better when you're singing your own song. You get one life, yeah, and this is it. So live it like you don't really give a. And don't ask if I'm okay, 'cause you know what I'm gonna say. You know it feels like summer as we raise our glass under the sun. When we dance with each other, don't you know that our hearts
Division with Feels Like Summer. Thank you so much, Ema Druce, for sending that across to me. The guys have been very busy since lockdown has finished with lots of festivals, and Ema Druce, obviously, who organised and curated the Shamrocks Festival in New Milton in May, has sent that song and the artist in to me. So please go and look them up, like, follow and share. And that reminds me that if you are an artist and you would like your music on the show, you can reach out to me on any of the social media platforms, or you can head to the website www.spectrumonair.com, and I will make sure that we get you on the show. Both myself and Mick Bannister, our technical guru, we check our submissions folder nearly every day, and certainly towards the end of the week I make sure that I've got your tracks on. And if it's not on this week, please bear with me, I will get round. We get a lot of submissions. And don't forget now, the show is also airing on Spotify, so you can look up Let's Get It On with me, Suzanne Letting, on Spotify. And also a lot of the tracks that you're hearing tonight are also going on my The Beastie track list, because I love hearing all of these artists when I'm driving in my little red TT, which I call The Beastie. I hope you've got that cup of tea, that cup of coffee, that glass of wine, or a pint of ale, because you're in for a real treat now. What happens when you get two Caribbean icons, one infectious reggae summer song, which is a celebration of life, legacy and letting loose, come together with a brand new song called Living It Up. Cricket legends turn reggae vibes. Omari Banks and Chris Gale join forces for a summer anthem, Living It Up, and you're going to listen to it right now, right here.
Anguilla, Jamaica.
Omari here again.
Universe boss.
Raise your glass in the air if you know that you're stress free.
Bunker will meet again.
Oh, universe boss. You know them can't bother we. I'm feeling a vibe, me a cruise round town. Party if you go, then I say yo. It's a irie vibe I'm feeling. Whoa. So I call up a few of my friend them.
Link up.
One or two gal from way back when. Yeah, you know it's a vibe when the drinks them start flowing. I tell you, hey baby, I'm Omari. Let's all a vibe, I could take you where you never see. I'm only here for a short time, so come on. Yep, we living it up, don't give a what. Girl, we are such drinking, we cup, yep, we come to party. Me and my friend them, we feeling irie. Yep, we living it up, don't give a what. Girl, we are such drinks in we cup, hold on to your shawty. Raise your glass in the air if you know that you're stress free. Yes, we living it up,
Live it up, live it up.
and she giving it up.
Give it up, give it up.
Yep, we living it up.
Live it up,
Put
live
your
it up.
glass in the air if you know them can't bother we.
Drinks up. Anywhere we go, you know the party turn up. Ice well cold, keep it going in my cup. Have a couple girl, just a go and bubble up. When we a party, we don't give up. Yo, Banco, tell them pull it up. Say you're a girl, but you still a give it up. And them shares like El Gringo. Stress free, that's me. Can't drain my energy. All of the girls want par it way. Chris Gale and
Yeah, we living
Omari.
it up, don't give a what. Girl, we are such drinking, we cup, yep, we come to party. Me and my friend them, we feeling irie. Yep, we living it up, don't give a what. Girl, we are such drinks in we cup, hold on to your shawty. Raise your glass in the air if you know that you're stress free. Yes, we living it up,
Live it up, live it up.
and she giving it up.
Give it up, give it up.
Yep, we living it up.
Live it up,
Put
live
your
it up.
glass in the air if you know them can't bother we.
Roll out at the motorcade. Everywhere we turn them a call we name. Have so much girl from late to late. We a live it up on a daily basis. Brands when we wearing them no fake. When we party the place a shake.
Crampy drinks in the air, do haters not like way. We live it up since we under 19. And them not swag like way. They're pretty girl, we a walk out with. Cross the globe, girl, them love way. We live it up, yes, we stress free. Yep, we living it up, don't give a what. Girl, we are such drinking, we cup, yep, we come to party. Me and my friend, them we feeling irie. Yep, we living it up, don't give a what. Girl, we are such drinks in we cup, hold on to your shawty. Raise your glass in the air if you know that you're stress free. Yes, we living it up,
Live it up, live it up.
and she giving it up.
Give it up, give it up.
Yep, we living it up.
Live it up,
Put
live
your
it up.
glass in the air if you know them can't bother we. Yes, we living it up,
Live it up, live it up.
and she giving it up.
Give it up, give it up.
Yep, we living it up.
Live it up,
Put
live
your
it up.
glass in the air if you know them can't bother we.
This one is out of the park, banker.
Wasn't that fabulous? That was Amari Banks featuring Christopher Gale with Living It Up. Now next up is Northern Lyrics. Finally, he's finished his album, and this is the last track, I think, on that album. This is Love Cuts Deep. I've been playing the album, all the songs from the album over the last few weeks so that you've got a good flavour of what that album's all about. So do look him up, like, follow and share, and find out how you can download that album. This is Northern Lyrics with Love Cuts Deep.
Running on empty, chasing dreams that I can't hold. Where the fire in the darkness, now the bed feels so cold. I build these walls so high, now I'm trapped inside. Heavy is in the heart, the look of deep. Carry mine when I can't breathe. Every tear you catch like rain, and when I push, you stay the same. You're the calmness in the storm, the place called home. Heavy is in the heart, but I never feel alone. You know all my demons, still you don't run or hide. You hold my flaws like a treasure, like the diamonds in the sky. When the nights get colder and I'm lost in the fight, wrap your arms around me and somehow make it right. Heavy is in the heart, the love's too deep. Oh, you carry mine when I can't breathe. Every tear you catch like rain, even when I push, you stay the same. Keep on turning, I got you by my side. Heavy is in the heart, love's too deep. But you carry mine when I can't breathe. Every tear fall like rain, even when I push, you stay the same. Stay the same. Stay the same.
Northern Lyrics there with the last of the songs on the album that was released yesterday. That was Love Cuts Deep. Now I'm going to follow that up with Crooked Timbers from the album On This Ocean. This is It's a Stone Gas.
It's a stone gas, and we'll make it last. It's a stone gas, and it's built to last. I think you've got a secret
That was Crooked Timbers from the album On This Ocean. It's a stone gas. Now, they haven't got many followers on Spotify, so come on, I think we can help them along the way, don't you? Now then, last week I said stand by. This young lady I think is going to go very far. She is Jess Eddy, and I played one of her tracks last week from her new album Resurgence. This is the second one from that EP, and this is Breaking.
choice and I'd still choose you. I wanna take this back to the day when you'd hold my hand and I'd hear you say, got all you wanted and it started with me. Sailing to the sunset in a troublous sea. Let's draw the dots up and make a line. Take us back to where our souls align. 'Cause we started something, so don't make it stop. We emerge from this vessel, don't let it drop. Don't wanna break it, so we're gonna fall in the fall. Don't wanna fall from you. We're gonna break and break. Don't wanna break it, so we're gonna fall in the fall. Don't wanna fall from you. We're gonna break and break it. The fire won't stop burning and the record won't stop turning if we don't press stop. No reversing, no picking up. I said the fire won't stop burning, record won't stop turning if we don't press stop. No reversing, no backing up. I wanna take this, I wanna take this, I wanna take this back to the day. I wanna take this, I wanna take this, I wanna take this back to the day. 'Cause it's so wrong to know what we have is true. I wanna take this back to the day. Won't search for the silver when the gold lies within you. Don't wanna break it, so we're gonna fall in the fall. Don't wanna fall from you. We're gonna break and break it. We're gonna break and break. Don't fall in the fall. Don't wanna fall from you. We're gonna break and break it. We're gonna fall in the fall in. We're gonna break and break it.
Jess Eddy there from her album Resurgence. That was Breaking. You know, sometimes you can be sitting somewhere, can't you, in a bar or in a restaurant, when you're on holiday or when you're at home, and suddenly a song comes over the airways and you think, oh, I like that. It stops you in your tracks. And I think that's what Jess Eddy does. As an artist, she stops you in your tracks. You want to know who it is and you want to know where you can hear more. Now then, all the artists that I am playing you tonight will be tagged on my Facebook page, so you can go, like, follow and share them. And a lot of the music that you're listening to tonight is going to be on my Spotify The Beasties playlist under Suni, my artist name. So they'll all be there for you to listen to without me chattering away to you. And of course the show is also available on Mixcloud Live afterwards, and it's also uploaded to Spotify. If you go into podcasts and look up Let's Get It On, you should be able to find me there. Now the last track for set 3 is Dana Vyshinsky. Now this is her track If You Let Me Take Part, and I'll tell you a little bit about Dana when we come back.
In the fear of your darkness, it may give me some light. May it give me some light. If you unload the weight, your burden to my shoulders, it may be my relief. May I be relieved. If you bring me your cold loneliness to my chill neglect, it may give me some warmth. May it give me some warmth, like a tree in her snows, holding the spring of her blooms in the rime, in the frost. I will stand at the doors of your sorrows and endure your pain as a gift. In good hands I will keep it. I won't fall, I won't break. Have no fear. If you bring me your cold loneliness to my chill neglect, it may give me some warmth. May it give me some warmth, like a tree in her snows, holding the spring of her blooms in the rime, in the frost. I will stand at the doors of your sorrows and endure your pain as a gift. In good hands I will keep it. I won't fall, I won't break. Have no fear, have no fear.
Dana Vyshinsky there with If You Let Me Take Part. Now, a little story behind this. Adi Madanes is an Israeli composer and recording artist currently holed up in his studio in Tel Aviv whilst bombs and rockets launch and land in the streets and on the buildings outside. He is a humanitarian who lives and breathes music. The poem If You Let Me Take Part was first published in 1945 and was written by Leah Goldberg, one of the most important women in contemporary Hebrew literature, who wrote beautifully and sadly about thwarted love. Adi was commissioned to write a melody for the poem, calling it the most important song I've ever written. He managed to coax celebrated Israeli singer Dana Vyshinsky out of her musical exile to perform the lead vocal and to enlist Aryeh Volnitz to orchestrate and conduct. Watch this space because I have an interview booked with Addy coming up in around September. And the question is this a song for today, even though it was written in 1945? Well, when your heart is broken, a heart knows no time. There's no calendar, it doesn't expire. So I think it's very much a song for today. And the video will reach your heart as well. Now then, we've come to the last bit of the show, the last set, and I better go and check how much time we've got left.
New smart apps with our advanced ways for viewing. XP TV One. You can now view us on Samsung Galaxy Store, Apple App Store, Google Play, Roku, Samsung Smart TV's App Store, and Apple TV, Huawei, Amazon Fire Stick, and App Store. XP TV One. Tomorrow's TV broadcasting today.
I can't believe we're here. We're nearly at the end of the show, but I just wanted to remind you that season 5 of XPTV1, which is all the artists' videos that you're listening to on my show, is going to go into production within the next week or two. I'll keep you posted when that's going live again. But that's exciting because we've already had lots of submissions for that. And if you are a music artist and you would like your videos showcased on XPTV1, that's the television in your living room, you can send your submissions to xptvsubmissions@gmail.com. And Steve will pick them up and get them rendered and in the show for you. Now let's move on to set 4 before we run out of time. First up, we've got a few tracks now from Aztec Records artists. These are their July releases, and the first one we're going to listen to is Craver and Coastal with Dakota.
Racing through the sky and immerse you in their light.
Coastal with Dakota. Following them is Heartbreak City with Horizon. Their debut album is coming out soon. You'll be able to find them on Facebook. I will be tagging them. Definitely an artist to watch. This is Heartbreak City with Horizon.
What will it take to make you
Heartbreak City there with Horizon. I think you'll agree with me, they are one to watch. Well, next up is Laser Club and Lau with Revenge for Love.
I could have loved you better if we had had the
were running somewhere. Love ended at sunset. No more conversations. I could have loved you better if we had had the time. We could have been forever, but their stars never shined. We were young and wild, now I wonder why we can never reach that summer sky. Stuck inside a dream, nothing felt too real. A revenge for love. I can make you stay if you don't want me. Revenge for love. Tell me, baby, why I'm feeling torn in my soul. In my soul. Why I'm feeling torn in my soul. Looking for a place where we can stay. Open up your eyes and fly away. Every step you take gets big, so big, yeah. Trying to find a place where we belong. Searching for a way to move along. But everybody makes me wait. So long, so long. A revenge for love. I can make you stay if you don't want me. Revenge for love. Tell me, baby, why I'm feeling torn in my soul. Tell me, baby, in my soul. When I'm feeling torn in my soul, in my soul, yeah. Why I'm feeling torn.
That was Laser Club and Lau with Revenge for Love. It's not very often that I have a show full of global artists, but I think you'll agree with me that the artist that's been on the show tonight have been absolutely superb. And we're going to go over to Canada now for Canada's best known dark synth pop act. This duo of electronic pioneers have been bringing their dramatic lyrical soundscapes and goth atmospherics and crafty drum machine grooves to life for the past 4 decades. This is Psych from their album Future Memories. This is Goodbye Horses. This is track number 1, and I'm going to be sharing more in the coming weeks with you. And they are going to play us out tonight. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. I hope you've enjoyed the show as much as I have putting it all together for you. I hope you've got to know some brand new artists for your playlists. Don't forget the show is going to be uploaded to Mixcloud after it's aired tonight, and it also is going on Spotify, and some of the artists that you're listening to tonight, in fact nearly all of them, have gone on to my The Beastie Tracks on Spotify playlists. Just look up Suni, The Beastie Tracks, and you will find all of these artists there. So I will say good night and God bless. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I will see you next week. Take care. Bye bye now.